well, especially when you're going through it. And let me tell you, it's no fun. I'm sure everybody knows that it's not fun. As to the exact feelings per se, because most people know the symptoms and the medical terminology. Living with depression is waking up in the morning when you were lucky enough to have a relatively decent night's sleep. Waking up in the morning feeling sick, yet not being physically sick, knowing that you're not sick, yet knowing that you are sick. It's waking up that morning and wanting to call in at work and say, look, I don't feel well, I'm going to take the day off. And at the exact same moment, feeling like I can't call in sick, I'm not sick, but I am. It's knowing that you are sick on a certain level, but being ashamed to go see a doctor about it, being ashamed to talk about it. If you did happen to call in sick that morning, and somehow the next day you got up feeling pretty much the same, actually probably a little worse because you called in sick, yet finding it in you to show up to work and having people ask you, oh, how's it going? How were you yesterday? Not really having an answer. You felt like shit. But there was no blood test that could determine that shitty feeling. It's knowing you're sick, yet having that deep down conviction that very few people will think you're really sick. It's being sick, not knowing what to do about it. Being sick, and like I just said previously, very few people would actually believe you were truly sick. So wondering if you really are or you're not. And that back and forth, sort of that seesaw of, well, I feel unwell, so sick, to the other one that's, no, you're not. You really think, well, yes, I am. Can be absolutely terrifying, can be absolutely hell. It's really not pleasant. And even when you feel better, like right now, I'm a lot better. I know I don't have those seesaw days of I'm sick, I'm not sick, I'm this, I'm not that, I'm not sure, I may be this and that. But I haven't had a day like that for close to a year now, and that's a blessing to me. But what I do have is that knowledge that I am sick, in the sense that I do have a condition. A condition that's accepted or unaccepted, whatever. I'm kind of over that by now. I don't like this social ideas of it and this and that. I don't like them, but I'm kind of over it in the sense that I know how I feel or don't feel, and I know what works for me and whatnot. But there is that idea that, I'm well, I have a condition, and I know what I've been through. I know what it put me through, and that was not pleasant. And I definitely don't want to go back there. It's a bit of a part of me that's kind of, it's still there. But thanks to the people in my life and the medical help I'm getting and everything, I do know that although it is there, the better outweighs the bad. So, and that I'm grateful for. But anybody that's going through that seesaw of I'm sick, I'm not sick, maybe not, it's not normal sickness or whatever, you know what? A lot of us have been through it. Don't, if you're going through it, go see a doctor, talk to someone, or whatever you think may help. I'm not going to say do this and it's, a cure all. That's bullshit. Um, the first thing I'd say, it's not a cure, it's more of a acknowledge that, oh shit, I'm on the seesaw. I'm this, I'm that. Well, odds are you're on a certain level on one. And from there, yeah, go about it the way you want. Doctor, a spouse, a friend, whatever. Just something positive. I'd say that. Do something positive about it. And whenever possible, try to do it as quickly as possible, just for yourself, not for me, not for anyone else. Just for yourself. Don't go through 20 years of it. 20 years of it is not worthwhile. I've heard people say, even people trying to make me feel good about myself, about, oh, that must be one. You must be grateful because you went through that. Now you got all this self-awareness and that. Well, that's bullshit. You know that. I don't need to have been sick to be self-aware. It's like telling a cancer patient, good thing you had cancer, now you know all about it. No. I don't believe anybody should be grateful about being sick. Everybody should be grateful about being healthy, about having gotten back to health. But the being sick part is no fun for anybody. Whether it's mental or physical or whatever, the sickness part is not a blessing. The recovery part is the blessing.